Tonight, a bill that would decriminalize medical marijuana at the federal level is set to go before Congress.
The MORE Act made it out of the House Judiciary Committee last week. As we know, Missouri has legalized medical marijuana. KOLR 10's Jesse Inman is here tonight to explain how this could affect Missouri's law if the bill were to clear Congress at the federal level. Jesse.
Yeah, guys, right now there are 5 levels of drugs as far as the federal government is concerned. According to the DEA, Schedule 1 drugs have no medical value and high potential for abuse. They say 2 through 5 have some medical value, but are ranked high to low based on their potential for abuse. So currently, the DEA puts marijuana in the same category as heroin, and it classifies it as having less medical value and more abuse potential than drugs like cocaine and meth. But the MORE Act would change that and let states make up their own minds without federal consequences.
Marijuana would be decriminalized at the federal level. States will have the ability to regulate marijuana use and even to maintain criminal prohibitions if they choose to do so.
Last week, Representative Jerry Nadler's MORE Act sailed through committee and is ready to be voted on by Congress.
Right now with the federal prohibition, arguably anyone who's involved in this industry is violating federal law, and that's made things very difficult.
Having helped about 10% of all businesses that applied for facility licenses in Missouri, Jay Preston knows about the balancing act between federal and state law. He says the MORE Act wouldn't change anything for Missouri law, but he says it would help businesses and patients.
By removing the federal prohibition, you really open up the banking relationships, the ability for services to be offered, and then it also really benefits the patients because there's a number of people that are on federal assistance or have federal housing which they live, and many of them are scared to get cards for the fear that they might lose their benefits or lose their housing.
The bill would also expunge low-level marijuana convictions and put a 5% tax on all retail marijuana sales. That tax money would fund many programs, including job training for those convicted and drug abuse programs. But remember, decriminalization does not equal legalization.
So if a state doesn't want medical marijuana, if they don't want recreational marijuana, the MORE Act doesn't just automatically allow someone in those states to start growing, selling, or using marijuana.
Now, the bill is expected to clear the Democrat-controlled House, but will likely have a tough time passing through the GOP-controlled Senate. Regardless, this is the first time a bill like this has ever gotten out of committee, so it's a big step no matter what the outcome.